Good stuff. I'm just, as a former banker, I'm just happy that somebody got a deal done.
Yeah.
So let's see how this thing trades today. All right, good stuff. Talking technology, and there's no two better people to do it with than Anurag Rana and Mandeep Singh from Bloomberg Intelligence. They're tops in the business. Mobileye, again, MBLY is a ticker to put into your Bloomberg terminal. Track that IPO today. It has not yet traded. Right now, let's head down to Washington, D.C., World and National News with Nathan Hager.
Russian President Vladimir Putin oversaw military drills today simulating a retaliatory nuclear strike. It comes as the war in Ukraine drags into its 9th month. Bloomberg's Amy Morris has the latest.
President Biden warned Russia against using a nuclear or radioactive weapon in Ukraine. The reason U.S. and European allies are alarmed, Russia's defense chief over the weekend alleged that Ukraine might use a so-called dirty bomb. Now, experts say that might indicate Russia is planning to use a false flag operation in which its forces would use a dirty bomb and then try to blame it on Ukraine. President Biden says that would be a serious mistake. In Washington, I'm Amy Morris, Bloomberg Radio.
And in Ukraine today, officials say Russian air and rocket attacks targeted at least 40 villages, killing at least 2 people. Today, President Biden welcomes Israeli President Isaac Herzog to the White House. The meeting is expected to focus on security issues, including Iran's involvement in the war in Ukraine. But Herzog has also spoken with U.S. Jewish leaders about rising anti-Semitism. That could come up as well. Former President Donald Trump accused American Jews of being ungrateful to him in a recent social media post, and rapper Kanye West's anti-Semitic comments have a growing number of companies cutting ties with him. About 2 in every 5 Americans say they are worried about voter intimidation at this year's midterm elections. 43% tell a Reuters Ipsos poll they're concerned about intimidation or threats of violence at polling places. Even more Americans, 67%, say they're worried about extremist violence if the election results don't turn out certain people's way. 75% tell this poll that they are confident their ballot will be counted accurately. Global news 24 hours a day on air and on Bloomberg Quick Take, powered by more than 2,700 journalists and analysts in more than 120 countries. I'm Nathan Hager. This is Bloomberg.
All right, thanks, Nathan. I'm John Tucker in the Bloomberg 960 newsroom. Some of the stories we're following. Did your phone alert you before the 5.1 South Bay earthquake? Well, Bloomberg's Ed Baxter is here to tell us the Shake Alert system is getting tested.
Shake Alert is finally a reality for over 50 million West Coast residents after more than a decade in development. It has 903 buried sensors in California that can mobilize cell users who are at risk. Well, yesterday's quake in the South Bay on the Calaveras did trigger alerts for some people who'd signed up. The USGS said the alerts landed on phones in some areas as much as 4 seconds before the quake was felt, and as late as 1 second after it already had started. It is early. It's a work in progress, but a beginning. In San Francisco, I'm Ed Baxter, Bloomberg Radio.
All right, thanks, Ed. News out of Cupertino, well, kind of. The world's biggest maker of iPhones, Foxconn, seeing a small number of COVID cases at its main campus in China. Well, that company says it aims to maintain production amid tightening restrictions in one of the country's largest cities. Virus restrictions in China show no sign of a shift from COVID zero, something the public and investors had hoped for after the Communist Party Congress. Let's get the sports report now. Here's John Stashower.
John, blowout in Phoenix. The Suns beat the Warriors 134-105. Phoenix coach Monty Williams after the game said things in the third quarter got, in his words, a little squirrely. 7 technicals were called in a 6-minute span. Steve Kerr got one. So did Draymond Green. That's never a surprise. What was a surprise, Klay Thompson got 2 technicals, got ejected for the first time in his career. That's spanning 651 games. Thompson was jawing with Sun star Devin Booker, and Klay put 4 fingers in the air to signify that he's won 4 championships. Booker led Phoenix with 34 points. Steph Curry had 21. Golden State now 3-1 and home tomorrow for Miami. The Sharks are 2-7. Vegas is 6-2. Came back to a 2-1 deficit to win 4-2 in San Jose. Phil Kessel scored his 400th career goal. on a night where he became the NHL's all-time Iron Man. He's now played in 990 consecutive games. From Bloomberg 960 Sports, I'm John Stashow.
All right, thanks a lot, John. 50 degrees, clear skies just ahead. A check of the roads, traffic, and weather. This is Bloomberg.
Today on Balance of Power.
I'm David Weston. We'll get midterm election analysis from both sides of the aisle with Democratic pollster Celinda Lake on whether Democrats have done enough on inflation to persuade voters, and Heritage Foundation President Kevin Roberts on the Republicans' chances of a red wave in the House.
Balance of Power with David Weston. Today at 9 a.m. on Bloomberg 960 and 103.7 FM HD2. The Bloomberg Business app and BloombergRadio.com.
Change can be disruptive, but at Bloomberg, we think bigger. Our sell-side solutions combine trading and automation with market-leading data, so you can evolve, scale, and embrace change. This is Bloomberg for the sell side. Visit Bloomberg.com/sell-side.
Some bonds last a lifetime. Some bonds inspire confidence. And some you grow to rely on. These are the bonds worth investing in. For over 50 years, PIMCO has reinvented fixed income to create opportunities for investors in every market environment. So no matter what happens, you can build the bonds that mean the most to you. PIMCO, a global leader in active fixed income. Learn more at PIMCO.com/bonds. All investments contain risk and may lose value. Consult your investment professional before investing.
Look beyond the ordinary with Global X ETFs. From cell phones to smartwatches, our world is more connected than ever. Even average household items like toasters now have the capability to connect to the internet. As innovation and investment in digital infrastructure continues to increase, technologies like 5G and the Internet of Things are growing exponentially. Visit globalxetf.com to discover these themes and more for your portfolio.
Bridge Bank offers flexible financial solutions to business owners and the commercial real estate community throughout the Bay Area and Northern California. Bridgebank.com. Be bold. Venture wisely. Bridge Bank, a division of Western Alliance Bank.
And it's now 7:45. You're listening to Bloomberg 960. Let's get a look at the roads. Traffic and weather. Do it every few minutes. Larry Olson. Well, seems like every few minutes. Larry Olson has the update on the roadways. What do you have for us, Larry?
It sure does feel that way, John. This report brought to us by...
It's a good thing.
More me? I feel like that's what you're saying. Let's get more Larry. Yeah, let's do that. This report brought to us by Indeed.com. 101, the hot spot right now. Morgan Hill, a pair of problems. 101 North Cochrane, two-car crash center divider. 101 North Coyote Creek. Someone's changing their car in a narrow center divider. Northbound 101 at Lawrence Expressway. A couple of cars got into it. That into two left lanes. North 101 jams up for about 20 minutes back to Old Bayshore Highway. Baybridge, metering lights are on. Follow to a hiring spree with Indeed. Their end-to-end hiring solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates. Sponsor a job and instantly receive a short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit. All right, that's traffic. Back to you, John.
All right, thanks, Larry. The Bloomberg weather from Gary Bass Pilot. Mostly sunny, breezy today, 60 to 70 degrees. Mostly clear tonight, low 40 to 50 degrees. Tomorrow, sunshine, high 65 to 70 near the bay, 70 to 75 inland. And Friday's outlook, plenty of sunshine. The high temperature, 60 to 70 degrees. Again, it's 50 and clear. This is Bloomberg.
Markets, headlines, and breaking news 24 hours a day at Bloomberg.com, the Bloomberg Business app, and at Bloomberg Quick Take. This is a Bloomberg Business Flash.
I'm John Sucker in the Bloomberg Newsroom with this Bloomberg Business Flash. Tech earnings were in the driver's seat for investors, but that narrative is getting elbowed over by interest rates. After a smaller than expected rate hike by the Bank of Canada, there's now some speculation the Federal Reserve will follow suit and start to ease off the brakes in the U.S. The S&P 500 has now turned higher, up 10 points. That's up 0.3%. Dow Jones Industrial Average, that's up 251 points. That is up 0.8%. Now the NASDAQ 100 is down 65 points. That's down about 0.6%. Well off the session lows. Remember, we were down as much as 2%. Yeah, the broader index, it's energy in the 11 industry groups in the S&P 500. That's leading the way right now. And also followed by some of the defensive shares, healthcare and industrials, as well as materials. The biggest drag still coming from 7 basis points lower at 4.02%. We check the markets for you every 15 minutes during the trading day right here on Bloomberg Radio. I'm John Tucker. That's your Bloomberg Business Flash Paul.
All right, John Tucker, thank you so much. We appreciate that. Bloomberg Markets today